Okay, so that's the intro to Have a Drink on Me by ACACA off the Back in Black album. So we're gonna slide from the 7 to the 9 with the ring finger on the G string into the 8 on the 2nd string. We'll give those a little vibrato, hold them out for a while. So we have the 7 to 9 to 8. We're going to take that 9 back to 7 to 5 real quick on that G. We got the 7 on the D string, so it's 7 on the G, 5 over here. You could do like kind of a hammer on to the 6 sometimes, or a little half step bend on that 5 on the G string, so it's got that 7 on the D string, and then the A bass. So here's where we do one of those 5 on the D, G, and B. Hammer into that 6 like an A7 chord. And then A bass to those 7s on the D, G, and B strings from a D chord. So we got, we hold that one, and then we go. And then we're back into our riff. And then again. And we do that like 4 times. Then we're going to end with. So that's like an A bass to a C power chord, 3-5-5 from the A string down. Back to that A bass, back to the chord, back to A power chord. And Malcomb's part underneath. So Angus is doing that, and Malcomb starts going with the band, and then it's going to go A to D, and then A bass leading into the. So if you're thinking about Malcomb's part, you're like, and eventually you go A to D, A, C, A, C, A. Okay, and then we're going to get into the main riff. We've got that hammer thing. You can also use the A bass with that. 2 A basses, and then the D chord. So, and then the riff. And then A, C, A, C, A. See how you can hammer in there sometimes too, instead of just doing a little bend, however you want to do it. A, C, A, C, A. Now the next time, you might jump in and add that D bass to that chord there to make it sound bigger that time. A, C, A, C, A. Okay, then the verse is going to start. It's going to go. So what happened there was like we had open A with 5 on the D string, and we kind of hold that for a second. And we go 4-5 with the A bass still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we go 5, 5, 4, 5, and 7, and when you're not really hitting this string, you're gonna still keep pedaling that A bass. So it's. So it does the same thing 4 times in a row. What's happening is the bass line and the, I guess Malcomb's chords behind that are like A to start with, like that, and then they go to G, bum, ba-dum, da, and then D, bum, ba-dum, da, 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 back to A. So you have those things working together, and then we're gonna go. So 5, 5, 4, 5 with the A bass, and then A chord, ba-da-dum. And we're gonna pick up here, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go to a G chord there. Same thing to a D chord, and then bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So it's like kind of a 1, 2, and 4. We're gonna go F. And some of these chords you can kind of hit some random open strings. and it still sounds really good in this key. So see, I'm kind of hitting a whole bunch of open strings on the way from F to G. Okay, and then we're gonna get into the B riff again. And again. And then that's the one you might go hit that D bass and to get into that last one. C, A, C, A. Okay, now we're gonna get into the solo section. We're gonna go E power chord to A power chord for a while. And this is where Angus is taking a solo. So we did 3 of those, and then G to D. And once we start doing that A chord after the first E, they're like, a lot of them are on upbeats. Watch out for that. This one's on up. Okay, then the second time through, we're going to do basically the same thing with a little different ending. So that one's going to go 3, O, 3 to the E chord. And then this third one's going to be just like the first one. And then G, 2 bars, D. And the AC/DC G chord is normally where you have the double 3s down here and you have the big 3 and you're muting the A string. And usually the AC/DC D chord is like the D going down, not really having that little happy note down there. That way you go back and forth between these power chords real quick. So it's like O, 2, 3. You could even add the A bass note sometimes. Now we're gonna have the G, 2 bars, D, and then we go A. We're gonna hold that, and then Angus comes back. But he just kind of stops there, he doesn't do his chords. And then they're starting to go dum, dum, dum. Okay, so what happens there is you got... He starts doing those quicker, and then he starts going... He only goes that far. Okay, then we get into an A to D thing. Then G to D. And that goes 7 times, and then we finally go A to D. And then Angus does some ripping lead fills and stuff. A to D. We do that 3 times. And then it kind of has a thing like a... You might do like a O, 2, 2, and take those 2s out. Dum, dum, bum, 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 da, dum. Okay, have a drink on me, AC/DC. 2 pages of tabs. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.